Hey guys, welcome to the John Jordy Show. This is episode 18. I've had a bit of a hiatus lately because John's been on suicide watch. But yeah, we're back now. Today we just talked about a little bit about the fights on the weekend. What else did we talk about? Dad life, babies, and bees. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe, you bastards.
What do you think would be the better way of doing it?
I think if you get to position you earned it, you should just be able to stay there. Damien Meyer used to always get fucked for this, where he'd get guys down and he'd be like in like a chest half guard or something like that, and then the ref would stand him up.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just discriminating against a certain style.
Yeah, I don't know if it's discriminating against a certain style. I think it's more focused on entertainment, isn't it?
I suppose.
You know what I mean? But like, yeah, like that fight and the one before mine on the weekend, I didn't see it all, but the most of the time he did get six or eight takedowns?
It was a lot of control time as well.
Yeah, it was like 6 minutes control time out of a 20-minute fight.
But wasn't doing that much damage.
Didn't really do much at all. I don't know. I'm kind of mixed on this. Like, Rogan talks about it where he's saying like they shouldn't be standing him up. But at the same time, it's like if someone's just hanging around your hips and not even trying to advance, fucking hell, you're gonna lose viewers. And like, yeah, I don't know. Because it's fucking hard to get someone down for starters, and then just to keep them down. Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like it should be in the other guy's like job to have to get out. Do you know what I mean? It's like if I mount you and then you do nothing and complain that I'm not doing anything. Do you know what I mean? But it's like I'm in a dominant position, so you should have to work.
How dominant is it though, like holding someone around their hips up against the fence on the floor?
Yeah. I mean, maybe in this situation, but like, yeah.
Like if I'm just holding you, you're not really fighting you. I like when, because Rogan talks about like the potential rule set of like if you finish the round and you're on top of someone or you're on the ground, the start of the next round should be in that position.
That would change the game.
That'd be fucking interesting, because you'd have people fighting their life to get back to their feet towards the end of a round, then, and like
grapplers would do so much better.
So much better. Yeah. Because you think about like five minutes in a round, it's not that much time to get someone on their back when you put in striking and everything else, isn't it?
Yeah, it might take you 2-3 minutes to get the guy down, and then you got 2 minutes to work. That's what it used to be, like Pride, and that was like 15-minute rounds or something.
I'm not sure. I think the first round was 10 minutes or something. Was it the first round 10 minutes? And maybe, I don't know. Fuck knows. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely favours like the strikers, like obviously starting from the feet and getting stood back up. Some fights against, like when Marab was fighting Sean O'Malley and Herb Dean is shouting at him to work. It's like he's punching him the entire time, and he's like, "Oh, work." what exactly?
All that dude does is work.
Yeah,
he's a workhorse.
I think they do. I think that like they shouldn't stand him up. I think you should have a really good reason to stand someone up. But the way they score fucking fighting at the moment is so up in the air. Where they obviously like they say that they favour damage, but then there's no consistency the way they're judging fights. So some fights they'll have like more control time and fuck all damage, and then they'll score for the other guy and vice versa.
There was a couple of examples of that on the Eternal cards on the weekend where it was like the co-main event was similar like that. Like the Asian fella was doing more damage, but the other guy was controlling him more, and then the Asian guy got the decision, I think split decision maybe.
Yeah.
For doing the more damage, and then like the Ethan fight where he versed the other grappler fella where Ethan definitely did more damage, but the other guy had more control time and they gave it to the other guy. Split decision. Yeah,
that was it went to the other guy, but the other guy didn't do fuck all damage at all.
On the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think Ethan won that fight.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm biased.
Yeah, maybe, but like it's one of those just like they need more clarity on how they're judging it, and yeah, that's a good example of it.
Because I think it said like 4 minutes control time, but it's like he didn't really control them at all. It was just like because that Ethan kid just kept scrambling. You know what I mean? Like he never really managed to secure hooks or like for long periods of time. So it's like, is that really control time? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
because he was constantly moving, grabbing, standing up, reversing the positions. Like, I don't think that's control time. I think control time would be like you have someone in a really dominant position, like a body triangle on the back or something like that.
Well, yeah, only like you had them into, if you had someone in turtle and you pinned them at the hip and you were punching them for a fucking minute, I'd say that's control.
Yeah.
Even though they haven't got hooks in, but that wasn't the case, was it? Yeah, he was constantly scrambling, constantly trying to get up, constantly getting up.
Did you watch that fight?
Yeah.
That was so sick.
Yeah.
That was probably the best fight, I reckon.
He gets after it, doesn't he?
He just comes out like the dude fucking kicked his dog or something. Just like,
yeah.
just coming out to like knock someone out, which is sick.
It's good, such an unassuming guy as well. He's just like so chilled and quiet. Old Ethan, the serial killer. No, it's good. And Dom, what else on the card? Do you watch? Were you there early on the? Oh no, sorry, Dave was the night before as well. Dave's got his first fucking knockdown of his career. Did you see it?
Yeah, I watched it online.
Yeah. That was good.
Dominant.
It was good.
Dominant Dave fashion.
Mumford's tore his bicep when he was going for the head and arm. He did. He showed me the next night. There was like fucking massive dimple in his bicep. He's like, I remember watching it. I was like, fuck. I'm sure he got hurt there because I thought he got up and said something to Dave.
Well, he popped his bicep when Dave had him in a head and arms.
Dave had him in his head. I don't know if it happened then, but he had him in a head and arm, and he ended up tapping. And I think Dave probably would have got.
Oh, 100%.
He would have finished it anyway, but I think he actually tapped because of his bicep.
Dave's got a squeeze on him.
Yeah. But he showed me the next night. He was just like a massive dimple in his bicep where it had like snapped or whatever. He said, I've done it before. I fucking knew exactly what it was. But yeah, Dave looked good, man. Fucking, I hope he stays a welterweight, I think, because I think it suits him a bit. Less of a cut, and he's strong as fuck at welterweight.
Yeah.
Strong at lightweight, but he's strong. He feels solid at welterweight. But yeah, who else on there?
That was the first night. They're the only two fights I watched. Pretty sure. And then second night there was a bunch.
Yeah. Aiden and Brad.
Yeah. The Dictator, is it?
The Dictator, yeah.
Man, that was a good fight. I was eating sushi while I was watching it, but the guy verse looked good.
Like he's a guy from Combat Lab, yeah?
He looked like he had solid grappling.
Good striker too.
Yeah. And then he got the Dictator got the arm in Gilly.
Yeah.
That's sick. It's not an easy sub to hit. I don't know if I've ever got one.
You don't got the arms for it, boy.
Actually, I seen you hanging on to one yesterday. I don't know if you got it.
Yeah, fuck knows. With who?
I can't remember. Maybe it was Axel.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I didn't get him yesterday.
Your little T-Rex arms burnt out. No, but that was pretty impressive because I feel like that guy he looked good.
And Aiden went smashed it as well.
Yeah.
Is it the first or second round?
He's a dog.
Yeah. He's good, only 8. I think they're both only 18, eh?
Yeah. Are they still amateurs?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Like,
both on second.
Imagine being coached like by that high level coaching from when you're basically a kid. Like, I don't know how long they've been training there, but probably a little bit. Like getting that quality of training from day one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was Aiden 17, 18, is he? I don't even know how Brad is. Brad could be the same age. He could be 37. You know?
Hard to tell.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, that's cool, man. The Young Bucks. And then who else did we have? Was it Blair? Was he the next fight after that?
Oh, sorry, Blair. Yeah, Blair's fight fucking good, man. It was entertaining. Like, you know, he's went out and got after it. Unfortunately, he came up a bit short with Cam Rowson. Cam's fucking good as well.
That armbar escape was the highlight for me.
Oh, it was awesome, right?
Yeah. And Blair, he hasn't been grappling for long.
2 years?
That Cam guy, I think he's like a brown, maybe black belt. And he got out of some hairy situations. Yeah.
No, it was good, man. It was a good, exciting fight. Now he went out and put a pace on him. But, yeah, it was a good fight for his experience. That Cam had good jiu-jitsu. He came in with a good game plan and just tried to put it on him.
Yeah, it was a good fight. Dom's fight.
Oh, Dom just looked fucking hot. Soon as Dom took him down, I was like, that's the end of it. As soon as he got his back, I was like, yeah, that fight's done. There's not even point watching the rest of it.
Yeah, if you've ever grappled with him, you would have known as soon as he locks hands around you, that's pretty much done.
Yeah. And just good in the feet too, like, you know, he's like, I know he's known for his grappling and stuff, but like, I've sparred with him a lot and he's sharp as fuck. He is sharp. He's definitely, like he said, he was just a grappler when he first started out.
Grappler.
Just grappler, yeah, but like now he's striking, he's the whole package. What is Dom, 23, 24 was he?
He's pretty young.
Pretty young as fuck, like, you know. It's, I think, if I had to put fucking money on it, I'd say Dom's definitely going to end up going where he should be going, you know. Like, he'll end up in the big shows. Fucking potentially pretty soon as well, like. Yeah, he slipped that jab, drew the jab off a guy, slipped it, banged him with the right hand. Yeah, it was class. So fucking good. On my fight then, fucking got put on my ass. Nah, it was good. It was a few, I felt tidy after the fight. Obviously, it was like fucking getting dropped the way it did. Like, I recovered pretty well. I was a bit wobbly on my feet for fucking 5 minutes, but then I was sound then. It was actually I enjoyed the fight. Frustrated with a lot of things that I did in the fight, which I hadn't planned for, but I'll have to rectify the next fight they have. But Darcy came out and he did a good job. Yeah, it was a good fun. It was a good fun fight. His striking was good. Once he caught me with that head kick in the third round, it was downhill from there. Then he capitalised well on it and fucking yeah. Don't really know what else to say on that.
If you had to refight that fight, would you play it any different? Would you play it safer, or would you go out there and just same game plan, try fucking take his head off?
Honestly, if I went to do it again, I'd just actually try and stick to my fucking game plan. I kind of went off script a little bit, and I think it's the first fight in my career where I just did not listen to my corner at all. I just got caught up in the fight and just wasn't listening. Like, wasn't listening to fucking... Yeah.
Like, in between rounds, or was it like when they were
in between rounds, yeah. Just didn't make any adjustments. I was just tunnel visioning there with it. But yeah, that's the only thing I'd do different, is actually stick to my game plan. But yeah, there's no excuses or nothing from my end. It's just, it is what it is. He came out, he did a better job than me on the night. I just hope that our paths cross again and we get to have a crack again. I think him and Matt Myers is an interesting fight. So they're going to fight in March, I believe. And having fought them both, I won't give my predictions, but I think it's an interesting fight, that is. I'm hoping to turn around in February, early February, I believe. Haven't had a name yet, but that's the plan. And then hopefully I can fight one of them too after that. But yeah. But yeah, like, everyone asking me after the fight, you're right, and just like, I don't need anyone feeling fucking sorry for me. I enjoy the fight, like, you know, I've knocked people out and stuff like that before. I'm not gonna fucking shy away from it now after it happens to me. It is what it is. I just gotta get back on the horse, back training this week, just doing jiu-jitsu and stuff, and then gotta get back on the horse and show that I'm so much better than what I showed on Saturday night. But yeah, it was a fun fight, and I take my hat off to Darcy for doing a good job on it. Hopefully we cross paths again pretty soon. But yeah. But no, for now, fucking missus is due any day now. She's like 38 weeks pregnant, so I'm going to enjoy that over Christmas as well. And hopefully the baby's here sooner rather than later. Get the baby out, enjoy Christmas, and then get ready for the February card.
You might be a heavyweight after Christmas.
Fucking maybe. Maybe.
You're calling out all these middleweights.
Fucking hell, honestly, like we did a fucking burger challenge to start the week, and that seemed like a really good idea, but it's surprising how much damage you can do when you wait in 1 week, innit? If anyone hasn't tried the Hello Harry Burger Challenge, they should try it.
Johnny's obsessed with burger challenges, or like just any kind of eating food challenge. He's all for it now.
Yeah, I can't.
He's a new man.
I know. It's weird. I come out of fights having different cravings. The last one is like all sourdough. Usually it's like, I don't know, like a fucking, like a patisserie, having like some fucking Danish pastry or something. This one's just eating challenges.
Do you think like a lot of fighters have like
Eating
unhealthy,
disorders?
unhealthy relationships with food?
Probably. Yeah, I don't know.
Because you're being restricted from having something for so long.
Yeah, maybe. I've always been a fat fucker, though, like when I was younger, you know. So it's like this is the most that I've managed my weight throughout my whole life, really. Yeah, I don't know. I think that definitely plays into it a little bit. Obviously, it's been so restrictive, but I know it's stupid because I've pigged out a little bit this week. But since I've been doing a diet with Lil Frank and he's had me on more calories, my cravings have definitely been less this camp.
That's good.
100%, yeah.
And you're eating more, right?
Yeah, eating like 1,000 calories more than what I was before.
Yeah.
But I definitely felt better for like the sake of cravings and whatnot, you know?
Yeah, even in training, I feel like you felt better, like more energy.
Yeah.
Like closer to the fight.
Yeah.
Than previously.
Yeah. But, yeah, just got to keep it under wraps now. But on that note, Hello Harry's Burger Challenge. Try and eat a kilo burger in 3 minutes.
Fuck that.
It's fucking tough, but
I don't even think I could eat a kilo burger full stop.
Did you follow that? What's his name? Something Jugs, is it?
Jugs, the jiu-jitsu guy.
No. Jugs, not Jugs. What's his name? Julian Jugs? Fuck.
Did you feel sick afterwards?
Nah, the fuck. I had mine and someone else's to finish off someone else's. But no, it was like because it's
the time thing that's fucked, eh?
Yeah,
like,
the time thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to because it's like a big double cheeseburger with 2 patties on top of that with loads of bacon and another double cheeseburger on top. But it's pretty big. It works out like a kilo. But I was just trying to chew my way through it. Next time I'll just be putting lumps of food in my mouth and swilling water down with it.
Fuck, I mean, if you can't do it, I don't think anyone can.
Say again?
I said, if you can't do like complete challenge.
People have done it. There's a guy on there I saw on Instagram. He did it in 1.5 minutes.
Fucking hell.
I know, it's ridiculous.
He probably had a full camp.
Full camp eating burgers, yeah. No, I wouldn't try
short
it again.
notice.
Yeah. Have you seen the fucking? There's a palmy challenge in Malulaba pub.
No.
It's 4 palmies, half kilo of chips, and you got to do it in an hour.
You can do that.
I'll smash that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get it for free, and it's like $65 if you don't.
But I thought the time limit thing would have actually suited your style of eating. Because
Honestly,
you don't even chew.
boy, I got to a minute. I got to 1.5 minutes, and I was like, I ain't doing this. So I slowed down and enjoyed the burger.
Who was closer, you or Kyle?
Me. Yeah.
Yeah. He talks a big eating game, but I feel like...
He ain't got a big... He hasn't got it, boy.
Really?
Nah. What the fuck's it? Judge. That's his fucking name.
If it was a sushi eating contest, I would put money on you fucking every day of the week.
Jimmy Judge. He did it in 2.5 minutes.
If you've ever been to Sushi Train with John, he just... he goes for it. He doesn't even chew them. He just follows them like they're little multivitamins.
I'd like to do... That Jimmy Judge did a fucking wing challenge as well.
Is he a professional eater or something?
I don't know. He actually used to train with Axel in Courage.
That makes a lot of sense.
But
you hang out with Axel long enough, you become a...
I think he gets paid to do the challenges going around for his content because he's got like 200,000 followers on Instagram now. But yeah, he fucking puts it away. He, what was it? They did a wing eating challenge, and I think he had to do 72 wings in a certain amount of time. And I reckon something like wings, I could fucking smash that. If Alex Barr decided to do a wing eating challenge, I'd jump in. Just not any spicy wings.
Yeah. Fuck, man, it's not my strong point, eh? As you know, John.
No, you look like you're chewing glass whenever you're eating. Where's the photos there?
You get any questions?
Yeah, so Simo had one for you, actually. No gi and gi separate ranking systems to come in the future, potentially. So what he was talking about, he was like, why does it make sense to get graded in the gi? Like if you could be doing gi all your life and you get graded, say, brown belt.
Yep.
And but then you wouldn't be like at a brown belt standard no gi, or vice versa. I think it works more the other way around. So if you're like a brown belt in no gi, but you've never tried to put a gi on, and you put a gi on, you're gonna get fucked up by someone that's a lot less ranked, I reckon.
Maybe.
If you've never had to.
I think you just that adaptation phase, like like if you've never been exposed to a loop choke, like you're probably going to get caught, but I think you'll adapt pretty quick.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I don't think it's.
If you never put a gi on.
Never. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Like I wore the gi for a bit, but I don't know. Separate ranking. So I don't think in no gi the ranking system even matters. Like I don't think there's any. I think gi people put a lot more emphasis on it.
Yeah.
Especially with like the hierarchy, like the weird hierarchy and stuff. I feel like that in no gi that doesn't really exist as much. I think, but to separate, I don't know. Like wrestling has divisions and stuff like that. I think maybe like how grappling industries does, how they have like beginner, intermediate, advanced, and if you're game to jump in, whatever belt, just.
But let's say you're having like it's just like a badge for your progression in it, to have like a rough idea where you're at, which doesn't make sense because you can have like like a Nicky Rod who's a black belt compared to like fucking whoever else is a black belt.
Yeah.
There's going to be a way difference in experience, knowledge, everything, right? But like it is kind of a metric to keep people on track, especially for kids or people who give a fuck about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you think there could be a separate ranking system, or do you think it should be at all? No.
Maybe. I think in Brazil they actually do. So it's like the Luta Livre or whatever they call it, which is like it is a separate system.
That's not jiu-jitsu though, is it?
But it's just no gi jiu-jitsu essentially.
Right.
But I think in Brazil it's like more lower class that do it, like people that can't afford gis and stuff. So it's basically just no gi jiu-jitsu, but it is a completely separate ranking system, because there's a guy up in Caramundi that he's a black belt in traditional like no gi, which is lucha livre or something like that, and then he's a brown belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. So I mean, yeah, there could be. Yeah. I don't know what the answer is to that.
No, I just wanted to know your opinion on it, whatever you think.
I still think, I think if you put, I don't know, who's a guy who's just only trained no gi? Like, I think if you put Nicky Rod in a gi, I think he'd still fuck up 90% of black belts.
Yeah, but he's an athletic freak as well, isn't he?
Yeah. But I think the uniform doesn't make as big of a difference as what people think. But it plays a little part. I think if you're talking about him winning like gi worlds, like he's probably going to have to apply himself to do that to beat the very best.
Yeah.
But I think the majority of people,
he'd mess up in the
yeah,
gi.
I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could be wrong. I just think people should do what they enjoy, because I think if you love the gi, you just want to train the gi, I think you should just do that and get good at that. And if you enjoy no gi, and then some people like doing both.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what's going to get you good. It's just enjoying it and turn it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the grading thing's fucking pretty stupid. I generally just ask someone how long they've been training, and if they've been training shorter amount of time than me and they're fucking me up. What do you think?
I don't know. I think like I don't really give a fuck about the ranking system is the same, but like if it is going to be a thing, I think it kind of makes sense to have like a separate thing, because I don't think the brown belt no gi is the same as someone is in the gi. You know what I mean? I don't know. But then again, no, if you have been grappling for fucking 10 years, both sides, I think like if you did decide to put the gi on, it would take you 6 months to figure out the grips really. If you just were, right, I'm just going to train gi, you'd already have a really good standard of... But saying that though, the passing and stuff is totally different as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Everything becomes a lot different.
It's like almost like a different sport, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not willing to put it back on. Maybe for fun.
What fun is it? Everyone says that. Oh yeah, look, I don't train the gi often. It's fun when I do. It's like, no, it's not.
I think I like drilling in the gi, because I think it's like fun, because there's so much more you can do. But when it comes to actually going live, I feel like it's just so stagnant and boring. and people can like kind of negate your movement just with grips. Whereas in no gi, I feel like you can always move. You know what I mean?
Do you think it suits someone being bigger or smaller?
In the gi,
Like if you're having like a bigger to a smaller person grappling?
I think in the gi, the littler guy's going to have a worse time.
Do you reckon?
I think so. I feel like the strength discrepancy multiplies when you have a gi on. People feel way stronger.
Yeah, right.
Maybe not, though. People might disagree because I think there's certain guards like spider guard and stuff where you can kind of keep their weight off you, which will be a bit harder in no gi. But I think it's harder to find little holes and things like that.
Yeah.
Everything's a lot tighter and more, what's the word? Static, yeah.
Yeah.
We should have a match in the gi, boy. It'll be even because we both don't do it.
I'm keen for that.
Put you in some intricate guard and watch you just never be able to get out.
Let's do it next week, actually.
Yeah, we'll film it.
I'll tell Axel to bring his in as well.
I'll give you a tip if you beat me.
Give me a tip. Yeah. Oh, a tip. Yeah. I'll give you a tip.
I'll give you the red hot tip.
How's the new gym coming along? When will it open? Yeah, the gym. So when the gym opens? So the gym. Well, I was hoping it was going to be done. I was hoping the gym was going to be open like fucking a month ago, but we just had a couple of hiccups with real estate. Like we're already our end. Everything's set up, ready to go. We are just having problem with the premises, so we've had to find another place, which we have. But if everyone can just keep their eyes open, it should be early in the new year. But we're just in the middle of negotiating at the minute and trying to get the right spot. Unfortunately, it's taken a little bit more time than we thought. So yeah, early in the new year. That's what we should be aiming for. Scotty Pedersen, do you lads do much S&C, and what does your recovery look like? Love from Wales.
Mine and your answer are going to be completely different.
S&C, I do two. I've recently started with little Frank. He's been doing my strength and conditioning and my my diet, and I do 2 to 3 days a week. Leading up to the last fight. What does it look like? There's a little bit of strength and some explosive work in there as well. I'm actually going to do a reel in the next couple of weeks of the session he's taking me through, so you'll have a better idea of that. And the recovery. I use ice bath every day. CPAP, yeah, I've started using CPAP, but I need to get a better fitting mask actually, because they've given me one that's too small. But yeah, ice bath every day. Use the Aussie chill out tubs. And
you actually use that every day?
Every day, yeah. I didn't before. I recently had a ear infection, so I didn't for like 2 weeks while I was clearing up. But I've used it every day since. I've used it every day.
Like post training?
2 weeks. Yeah, in between sessions usually. Usually if I have my morning session, I try and get into it straight after that one, before the afternoon. I know there's like some things about like, it negates your fucking, or minimises your gains for lifting or whatever.
But that's not what you're after.
No, I just want to recover in between sessions. I definitely feel better, like aches and pains when I'm using an ice bath every day. I'm just generally trying to sleep as much as possible, but that feels out of my control a lot of the time.
With your sleep, why's that?
I don't know, I just can't fucking control how much sleep you're having. Sometimes you like, I'm ready to have like 8-9 hours, but you only sleep 6.5 or 7, you know?
Fuck, I don't struggle with the sleep, eh?
Don't you?
It's non-negotiable for me.
How much sleep did you go today?
A lot. Like probably, I don't even know. I'm in bed at like 9:30. I'll sleep until anywhere between 6 and 7:30.
High blood pressure is good for sleep. I
think that's why I got it, because I reckon I have sleep apnea or something.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, maybe.
Neck's too thick.
Maybe, boy. Get yourself a fucking sleep apnea machine.
Yeah, I actually googled it because it said like if you have high blood pressure and you're on like blood pressure medications, usually an underlying sign that you have sleep apnea. And I have heard that I'm a bit of a rough sleeper.
Yeah, you are a snorer.
Yeah.
honestly, like it took me like a fucking week and a half to get used to the machine. And like some nights I'm like, fuck, I'm not wearing this thing because I just don't want it on my face. But even if you're wearing it for like half the night or 4 hours in the night and you take it off in the middle, like that's better than having none of it, you know?
What do you think of like saunas and that?
I love them.
Yeah.
I wish I had a sauna in the house.
You used to have one, eh?
Yeah, in the old apartment block.
That was a good one too.
It was a really good one.
I like the traditional ones. We have infrared one at home, but it's not the same.
It's pretty fucking hot though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't do 10 minutes. This is John. He goes, the infrareds are not hot enough for me, boy. I was like, just come around, try it out. Couldn't even do 10 minutes.
Is that a Welsh accent?
Yeah.
But to be fair, most infrared ones I've been in are fucking
They're
shit.
shit, yeah.
Like the ones at Fitness Cartel, no good. Like, yeah, they're all shit. The hot coals ones are definitely the best.
Mark bought me like one of those mushroom sauna hats.
Yeah.
It's so funny, man.
Do you soak it in water or anything?
Nah. They actually do work.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just stop your head getting too hot.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like counterintuitive. You think it would get hotter, but
Right.
definitely helps.
I suppose the same kind of concept as having like a fluffy dog, is it a Pomeranian? A Pomeranian has loads of fluff on it and fur.
And it insulates it.
Yeah, so if you shave the dog,
Yeah, I've heard that about huskies as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, because in the Australian climate, I was like, is it surely it's cruel to let your animal have like long fur in the summer? People like, no, it's actually the opposite.
Yeah.
That they like self-regulate the heat with their coat.
Yeah, it keeps them cool.
Somehow I don't think that applies to humans. Sauna's like a hard one for me because I like doing it, but I feel like on days where I train really hard at jiu-jitsu and I'm sweating heaps, it's like I just can't drink enough water to do it, you know what I mean? Because I'll lose like maybe 2-3 kilos in one rolling session, and that's 2 or 3 liters of water that I have to drink to get back to the hydration that I was before training. And then having a sauna on top of that. So I try to have them on Sunday or something where I don't roll.
Yeah.
And I'm a heavy sweater. So are you.
Yeah. I just wish I had one in the house, like, because I hate having to go. I don't mind the one in Good Life. It's like a decent one, but I hate going there and having a fucking...
All the people in there.
Yeah, just the people in there do my head in. Either you got a bunch of fucking idiots in there that just want to jump in your conversation and talk absolute nonsense, or it's just really awkward in there, just sitting there with 15 people not talking.
They just recite like things they've heard and butcher it, kind of like we do.
It's like I said, yeah,
pretty much it's us. We just get triggered when people do the same. Like, it'll be like some obese person like telling you that high cholesterol's not bad and all this shit. I'm like, I don't know if I want to be taking advice off you.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe you're right, but still, I'd rather take advice off someone that's like fucking jacked and looks fit and healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely some fucking...
They attract a certain kind of person.
Saunas?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking idiots. What's the other ones there? Oh, Marty Cameron wants to come on one day as well.
Who's Mad Cameron?
Marty.
Oh.
Marty wants to
What did you call him?
Marty Cameron.
Oh, I thought you called him Mad Cameron. I was like, fucking, that's a cool name.
He wants to come in on one with Kyle.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let's talk old fighting stories when they're younger.
We'll just have to share a mic. His fighting stories.
Just the boys when they're younger, like doing stupid stuff.
Did he grow up with Kyle?
Yeah.
So known each other the whole life pretty much?
But I think so, yeah. I think they were like really young, like knowing each other.
Yeah. They're from Dubbo, right?
Yeah. I think Kyle's nervous because he doesn't want him on there telling stories.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
How much better are the Aussie chill out tabs than other brands? The Aussie chill out tabs, they have a 1 horsepower chiller, so you have to leave it on for less time to get it down to the actual temperature. So you literally chuck it on, and 2 to 4 hours it's on. You get it down to like 1 to 3 degrees. As far as I believe, the other ones, so like there'll be like a 3. There'll be a 0.3 or 0.5 horsepower chiller. You have to leave them on all day for them to actually get down to temperature. So you can get like slightly cheaper, but they end up costing you more. So I think you're better off. But it's actually cheaper than any other 1 horsepower brand out there. Yeah, it's been a fucking game changer actually having the ice baths there at the house, because I've been to like other recovery centres, which are good. There's nothing wrong with them at all, but like they usually they only drop down to like 10 degrees for the ice baths, and then you're spending a fortune rather than having it there. The convenience of jumping in it every morning or after every session.
Yeah, and you're supporting small local business. And the dude's, he's a good cut.
Yeah, exactly.
What's his name? Damo, yeah.
Damo, we've actually spoken to the sauna, but he's not one of the weird ones.
Nah.
Yeah, he's sound.
He's cool, yeah. He trains at Good Life.
Yeah.
He listens to the potty too.
Yeah.
Shout out Damo.
Shout out Damo, boy. Fucking Ryan Bishop. Why aren't you as ridiculously good looking as me? Fucking shut up, Bishop. What else we got? Fuck, I had another thing to say as well. Oh, that's it. Speaking of fucking idiots, when we went for a...
Speaking of idiots.
Speaking of fucking idiots. Like,
where's my fucking sunglasses?
Ryan Bishop. No, we went to a breathwork class for the baby the other day. So it was meant to be like a birth breathwork class. Have I told you about it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You were telling me about it the whole day before you had to go. You're like, I don't want to go to this thing. I'm like, it'll be good. Just go, man. It's probably not going to be as bad as you think.
Well, to be honest, right, I actually convinced myself. I was like, oh, it's actually going to be good by the time I went. But like Lucy's mate Sasha, she's been doing like midwife like presentations for us online, and like she's fucking done such a good job for us over the last like few weeks. Like, it must be like 2 months now. She's doing like she's done slideshows and shit and telling us what to expect. There's like so much shit to learn, like I didn't realize. So I had a fucking pretty good information coming straight from her, and I went into this fucking class, and it was so shit. It was just brushing over the information, but really loosely that Sasha had already done. So it was like, I thought it was going to be an hour. It ended up being 2.5 hours of sitting there listening to fucking drivel. And then, like, on top of that, right, they put us in fucking groups. So there must be about 20, about 15 couples in there, right? So like 30 people just all sitting around in a circle, listening to this, like, presentation the woman's doing. And the woman's nice enough, but then she puts us in fucking groups with other fucking idiots. And you know when you're in, like, a group class, like a first aid class, and there's always, like, a small amount of people in the class that just want to answer questions way too much and be involved and like the sound of their own voice. Honestly, I just wanted to smash one of the cans there because they just kept on us, and like I was cutting weight at the time. I didn't want to do it. It was like the fucking week of the fight, and they're like, write down. Can everyone write down things to take on the journey? Obviously, the journey to the fucking hospital now. And this cunt starts talking about camping, writing down like, oh yeah, you need to take your camping equipment, and I'm like, no, I think we need for the actual hospital. And he starts making jokes like taking a sushi train to the hospital.
What?
Honestly, like, and
sure this wasn't you?
No, it wasn't. Yeah, but he just starts cracking fucking like really bad jokes, and like this cunt.
How old was he?
I don't know. Fucking early 20s, I think.
Right.
But just fucking idiots, like, you know, like we're going in there to learn off this woman now, teaching us about labour and all. And
he's just taking the piss.
What's that?
And he was just taking the piss.
Yeah, but like not funny though.
Yeah.
If you're gonna take a piss, at least try and like be a little bit funny, you know.
Did you say your joke?
Read the room and no, I didn't know. Read the room and like. Fuck it. Read the room. And like if someone's laughing at you the first 5 jokes, just maybe stop making jokes, like, you know, cause just slowing the fucking whole fucking process down. But I feel like let's just give a presentation so everyone can learn off it, rather than this woman making it interactive. And I have to fucking speak to these fucking idiots in little groups, you know. Anyway,
that would have been so funny. I wish I was like a fly on the wall in that room.
Honestly,
just to watch how grumpy you were.
It's fucking terrible.
I remember it ruined your day that you had to go, because we went to training before that, and you were just like, you just already had decided that day was fucked because you had to go to that thing. So you took your anger out on me and Axel in the car. Mr. Anonymous.
Mr. Anonymous, yeah. Likes his anonymity. I just think those group classes could be done so much better. I probably would have found it somewhat handy if I hadn't had all the information already off Sasha, you know.
It's pretty scary, like, because you don't realize this stuff until you actually have to have a kid. So I was talking to Lucy about before. I was like I asked some stupid questions, but I generally don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know until you actually have a kid.
Yeah.
That's how I knew when you were having a baby, because you were just asking all these weird questions about babies. I'm like, why all of a sudden are you invested? Do you know what I mean?
Why do you give a fuck all
yeah, because you don't give a fuck unless you're actually like having one. But now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, it's traumatic to think about, let alone having to go through it and watch your partner go through it.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. But I guess everyone's done it. Well, most people.
Yeah. There's a lot to there's loads of shit to learn, Little things like...
Do you reckon more so with the pregnancy, or like once the baby actually comes? Well, that's just when you wing it.
Yeah, that's what you wing it.
I don't feel like anyone knows.
No, I think like there's like obviously common sense isn't that common in it, but like there's some what seems like common sense stuff that you learn like when it comes to like the giving birth and stuff as like the man's role, you know what I mean, and like what to do and what not to do. But
well, give us a few examples.
Or just little things like fucking not like what are they talking about? Like it's a pretty fucking hard thing to do, innit? Like giving birth, and like I think women go through a lot in a sense of like where they've just been pushing and pushing and pushing, or they've been going through this labour for so long, and they're just ready to give up. And you can't be like, oh, I feel so bad for you. This is so rough. You know what I mean? And like, oh, don't be upset. You know, but you've got to kind of be like supportive in the sense and like reassuring, like you fucking can do this shit. You know what I mean? You're not gonna, and you're just supportive in that sense.
Because you feel like the right thing to do would be give them your sympathy.
Yeah.
Because like if you see someone in pain, especially if it's your girlfriend or your daughter, or like you want to like give them sympathy.
Yeah, but the sympathy's not going to...
It's not going to push the baby out.
And this might... Any women listening to this probably think you're a fucking idiot for saying this, but like, same as like, if you're having a really hard workout, you're not going like, oh, I know it's really hard.
Yeah.
Like, you're okay. You know, like, you just got to...
You're just going to be yelling.
Yeah. I got a fucking little David Goggins script ready.
Who's going to carry the boats? Yeah, man, fucking... Yeah.
But like, was it Luke's telling me about... There was a show, you know, One Born Every Minute?
A baby?
No. The show One Born Every Minute. So like it's like cameras in there while they're showing someone giving birth, and just shows like how people interact.
It's a real like
show, like a reality show. Yeah. Apparently there was a guy on there just having a crack at his missus for it taking so long. He's like, oh look, this is fucking ridiculous now. This is taking way too long. You need to sort this out. What a cunt, like, innit?
That's rough.
My biggest thing is...
I don't know how I'd handle it. Because you don't know until you go for it.
Oh, you just got to do what's best for them, really, you know? I think it's... Yeah.
Like, do you have to watch it, or can you just, like, stand beside the bed and just, like, hold their hand or something?
What, you think the nurse is going to grab your head and make you look at the baby coming out or something?
Well, I don't know. Like, do you have scrubs on? Are you, like... you getting your hands dirty, or...?
No idea.
I thought you were educated on this. So I'm asking you.
I don't know if you have to wear scrubs or not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I had a question. I was like, fuck, I don't know if I want to ask it, because I feel like John might roast me, or Lucy, but I was like, so if Lucy goes, because you send a picture of her at the beach, and I was like, she goes underwater, like, can the baby breathe?
The baby's lungs aren't working yet, though.
Yeah, but it's pushing blood through the umbilical cord or something?
So oxygen, yeah. So the oxygen's getting pumped through the bit. That's like, so they don't actually need their lungs to breathe, you know?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is a dumb question. But it wasn't a dumb question, because...
Yeah, would you think when she's like, like the baby's going...
Nah, not like that. But I'm like, does the baby run out of oxygen before she does? Or is it like...
right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Oh, I don't know. Fuck knows.
Not that you test it, but...
It's a fucking, like, from everyone I've spoken to, it seems like a fucking intense ordeal. But I think the problem with all that is, like, so many people just give you their fucking horror stories, you know what I mean?
True.
And then people get in their head, and, like, I think sometimes, like, obviously you're educated, you learn about different things that can't go wrong, but, like, hearing people's personal stories, for me, I relate to it as, like, if you were going to have your first fight... And then I was just sitting there telling you, or just like getting fucking beaten up. Like, that ain't fucking useful.
Yeah, true.
You understand what...
You want to say what goes right rather than what goes wrong.
Yeah, you understand what can go right and wrong, like, innit? But, like, I think people focus way too much on the negative shit, you know? I do find it mad how, like the medical industry, they treat pregnancy like a fucking sickness, like, you know? Like, they... Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to speak out of school, you know, if I keep going, I think. They do, I don't know. It's a weird one. They don't...
Especially in this day and age.
It's like they're pushing against the natural way of doing things as much as possible.
Because it's convenient.
Because the convenience. And obviously you get, like... Where there's... Sometimes the natural birth just isn't possible. For fucking multiple reasons. Sometimes you need a C-section and it's not a good or a bad thing on that person if you need it.
Yeah.
Or if someone just decides that they want to have a C-section or whatever, you know. But I think they push for that stuff so much because it's easier for them and it's obviously a higher success rate doing it that way. But then you're missing out on other potential benefits of having a natural birth. I think, yeah, I don't know. They seem to just push against...
Were you a C-section?
No. I was the fourth kid. I fucking flew out, did it?
Yeah, so was I, but I think I was the worst childbirth out of all of them.
Were you?
Yeah. I came out backwards or some shit.
Did you?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So
I reckon that's why you walk the way you do.
No, I came up like, I think I came out upside down. So my face was all fucked up, squished and shit. I got scars over my head from where the doctor pulled my head out.
No, so you wouldn't be upside down. Your head's supposed to go out first. Yeah,
my head came out first, but like, I can't remember if you're face up or face down. I was the opposite.
Like your face was... I was going to say... yeah, you're supposed to be facing the woman's asshole.
I don't know, but anyway, I was the opposite to what I should have been. So I think it was like pretty traumatic birth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, definitely. My mum just was like, "Fuck that, not doing that again."
Get this little ginger cunt out of me.
Surprised she still likes him.
Yeah, can't get rid of me,
yeah, I still got. If I shave my head, like I've got scars over my head
from the forceps
or his fingernails or something. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it was different back then. You know what I mean? This is in '96.
Oh boy, do you know some of the like where they like cut women and stuff? Like they snip them to get them open. Those suction things. Like my mate, I won't say his name, but my mate actually got he's got like a big bald spot on his head from where the forceps, where he's pulling them out.
Does that happen? The hair particles just never grow there.
Something like that. Or it like cut his head or something. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
When he was a party boy, he used to get his mates to do lines off his bald spot on his head.
Did he always just have a bald head?
No, it's just like probably like that big. Like,
I've seen that on people before.
Yeah. I don't know if it's because of that or alopecia, but his is from forceps. Is it forceps? Yeah.
Alopecia is usually like lots of them though.
You can get a full bald head, yeah. Fuck, there's a guy we used to work with actually. He had alopecia just in
That's an autoimmune issue, isn't it?
Don't know. It's like caused by stress now, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure it's autoimmune.
Yeah, right.
A lot of jiu-jitsu people get it.
Why is that?
Don't know. Remember Gary Tonin? He'd always have like thing. Maybe that's the key to getting good jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Probably because they're overworking all the time, overworking their body.
I don't know. Fuck not. Oh, it could be from, I don't know. I'm just going to guess and say antibiotics and stuff. Fuck
yeah, maybe.
You got health and stuff. But yeah, alopecia, like one of the guys I used to work with, he was in his late 40s at the time, just had it out the blue, his hair started falling out, his eyebrows, everything. And then it started growing back and it was just like the most random patches of grey, wispy, curly hair.
Yeah.
It was fucking looked so weird. I don't know why he like left it grow like that.
Apparently that happens if you get staph on your face, your facial hair will grow back grey in that spot. You know some people have like the grey, like a grey patch like in their beard or whatever. I reckon it looks cool.
Like fucking Raspberry Ape. What's his name again?
Yeah, and there's a guy, you know, the SAS guy. I don't know what his name is actually. He looks like me, but he's just really jacked, and he's got like a grey patch through here. It looks so sick. I was like, I want to get one.
Is that from staff?
Apparently it is. Yeah, I think I don't know who was telling me this. Maybe it was Lucas. But yeah, I don't. I was like, I want one of those. Next time you get staff, put rub it on my mustache. I reckon I'd look good with it.
Yeah,
little grey spot for you.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Can you grow this yet?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
I shave it.
It grows all the way up here.
Feel it.
No.
Yeah.
When you grow it, then?
Don't want to.
Why?
Oh, I look like you.
No, you won't. It'd be cochin.
Cochen?
Cochin, aye.
What's that mean?
Like red, like ginger.
Oh, yeah. Yours is ginger?
Some of it.
Some of it.
Yeah, the dick broom is.
The dick broom?
Yeah.
Isn't it a worm broom?
No, the dick broom. Womb broom's your dick.
No, the worm broom's a mustache.
No, the womb broom's your dick. Is it? Is it?
I don't know. I thought the worm broom was a mustache.
I thought the dick broom's a mustache.
I was actually a bit pissed last month because everyone had mustaches. Like, I have one year round, and then everyone gets them in November. Can't.
You're going to hang on to that, you?
The mustache? Yeah, I don't think I can shave it off now.
Luke's asking me to grow it all the time, but I can't do it.
She likes it. Apparently, like, I think it's a sign of confidence.
Shut up.
No, I swear to God. Like, if you can, like, rock a mustache, like, chicks will respect it because they're like, oh, that dude's confident enough to have a fucking mustache. I mean, it's the same thing with, like, a mullet. Like, you might not look attractive with it, but they're like, the attractive trait is the fact that you're willing to have a shit haircut. So it makes you look, what do you call it, confident. You reckon?
I don't know.
Didn't work for me, but I've had a mustache for ages.
Just walk around with an insecure mustache. Like.
They're like, he must be confident. Like, deep down inside, I'm just fucking hate myself. Trying to fill the gaps.
Hey, what happened with the bees then?
Oh, they're fucking lazy.
Were you there when Lex there?
Yeah.
Have they started building up the comb?
Don't know. I don't think even... He just looked in there and said it's not ready. I think the queen, he said, was a bit disabled.
Why?
Maybe she got, like, attacked or something during her mating flight.
Right.
So he's saying that could be a factor. And then also he said, because it's so hot, that the bees have to work extra hard to cool down the hive. So they need more energy. So apparently they take the honey.
Right.
Actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're saying a few things could cause it. But he said there's a lot of male bees too. Like, he let me hold them. You know, most people have never seen it. The likelihood of seeing a male bee in the wild is almost 0%.
I thought the male bees were out and about.
Yeah, no, they hang out like in the sky in big swarms, and that's where the queens go and fuck it.
Aren't they? I thought they were the ones getting the pollen and shit, no?
No, that's the females. The
Right.
females are the workers. The males don't do anything. All the males do is
Reproduce.
Go up into the sky and then wait. I think most of the males don't even get to breed with a chick.
Right.
And then the ones that breed with the chicks die, like as soon as they seminate them or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's their life. That's all they do.
Yeah.
And most of them will never even get to sleep with a queen. And if they do, they die.
Yeah.
Brutal life.
Because you see them sometimes. They're like every now and again, when there's too many males or the queen's got enough eggs, they'll kick all the males out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll see it. Like me and Luce have watched them before. You just get like 3 bees dragging one out and
Yeah.
they like, kick him out. Swear to God, they're like honestly, like 3 of them will tussle a fucking bee out the entrance, and they're all like,
yeah. And the thing is, the
them off.
males are weird because it's like they're not going to do anything for your hive. Like they might go mate with other queens, but they're not. They don't mate with your queen because that would be their mum.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Listen to there's a chick on Rogan. I think it was recently actually. She's a beekeeper in like Texas or something. She explains it. I was like, fuck, I didn't know any of this shit. But yeah, she was saying like most people would never ever see a male honeybee.
Yeah, right.
They're that rare. And he was letting me hold them because they don't sting you. I felt bad though. I was just letting him fly off and he kept giving me a new one. I was like, I'm trying to let him be free.
Oh, but he sent Lucy a photo of the inside of his suit the other day. When there was storms, yeah, he had like one of his hives somewhere had fallen
he told
over.
me about that.
Oh, boy. He showed the hive was on his side. And I don't know whether it happened with him lifting it up or what, but his suit's got fucking holes all over it. Like
He doesn't even wear a suit when he was at mine.
It's wild, that is. It's crazy, isn't it? He just gets stung, he don't give a fuck. But
Yeah.
the inside of his suit, there was just like a blanket of bees in there.
Yeah, he said he got stung like 100 times or something.
Yeah. That's rough. Lucy wants me, I want to do our bees, but she doesn't trust me.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Should we have a crack after this?
If you want, we can open it up.
You can put the suit on if you want.
You don't want to do it. You want to stand back a kilometre away.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I'll FaceTime you from inside.
I went over to try and pick one up the other day because even the females, like the ones that can sting you, they won't sting you unless
They're disturbed.
they're pissed off. Yeah, but like, you can go over and pick them up, and I've done it when I was drunk, like fucking when we first had him. But like, I tried doing it the other day, and like one just started flying at my face. And I'm like, I'm not doing that.
No, I think it was Lucy was telling me today. Like if you even just take the lid off, they're like disturbed for like 4 hours.
I don't listen to Lucy.
Really?
I don't know, maybe.
I feel like I'd listen to her over you. She's actually been in there, you know. You just stand back with the smoke machine.
Boy, it's intense. You know when you go and like darting towards your face with the mask on or not. It's fucking
Yeah, I just stand behind Lex and watch him do it.
Well, I reckon today's your day. I reckon we'll chuck the suit on you.
They're not my bees, boy. They don't respond well to me. They actually know. They would know that Lucy's their bee mum.
Yeah, but she's pregnant at the minute, so you're gonna have to step up.
I'm the bee daddy.
Yeah. But I reckon. Well,
wait, why do I have to step up? You got to step up.
Well, I just thought you'd be interested in it.
You're scared.
Did I tell you the story about Carrie with when we were stripping the roof? I might have fucking said this before.
Yeah, you have. You've talked about it on here.
Have I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
He fell off the roof.
Nah, he legged it, but like.
Or did you fall off the roof?
Nah, we were on scaffolding, stripping the roof, and like there was a bee's nest in there. He got stung a couple of times, and then we had to strip the roof because half the roof was open, and we had to strip it and put the felt and batten back on. And then I told him I was allergic to bees, so I couldn't go near him. I wasn't, but
I could have been.
Yeah, it could have been. So he had to keep on stripping the roof, and then the bees just went nuts and started stinging him. And like I was laughing, I couldn't breathe laughing, and he ended up legging it. One came near me, and I was fucking. I was just like, "Don't panic, here, don't panic." As soon as one came near me, I was fucking gone. Jumped off the scaffolding, down the garden. It's funny, man.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I was a bit disappointed, but he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man." I'm like, "That's not your fault. It's fucking nature. It's just got to do its thing."
Yeah, it's probably just because they've.
I felt fucked that day too, so I was like kind of happy in a way.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're not gonna have much in ours either because we split the hive. I reckon it's like just.
You gave me the strong half.
No, I don't know if I think it's just it's probably just knocked them a little bit, gone from like 40,000 in there to less.
They would have swarmed though if you kept them there.
Yeah.
Fuck, imagine having to catch one of them.
The swarms.
Apparently they don't bite you when they swarm though.
Yeah, you can pick them up. You can put your hands through them and they just got like a big pile of vibrating bees in your hand. It's nuts, isn't it? You
can just catch a swarm. I'm pretty sure. He was saying like if they're not if you don't register them, you just, maybe I'm incriminating myself here, but if you don't register your bees, you just have to say that you caught a swarm. Right. Yeah, because they literally look like a massive lump of bees in a tree. Yeah. And you just tap the tree into like something, catch the queen, and they'll all go into it. Yeah, I watched a guy on YouTube. It was like a full documentary. Yeah. From like him going from the first day beekeeper, and now I think that's like his full-time job. So interesting. Is it? Yeah. But I think it took him like 2 years to get honey or some shit because this is in England, which is really cold. And they have to feed him like sugar and stuff. Like it's such a process. Whereas I feel like for us, you kind of just leave him. Don't have to do anything. Yeah. Well, my mate Johnny, right? He's got I don't even know how many hives, but like when I was back recently, he had like 4 hives in there, and they were all like made out of like polystyrene or something or plastic. They're like so to keep them warm through the winter. But I think he's gone nuts now and bought loads of them. But he's had like a fuckload of honey off them. But they got like feeder trays at the top, so they put sugar and shit. But then Lex was saying you kind of don't want to do that because then they become like domesticated bees, like where they won't be workers. They become like fucking house cats, lazy cancer. Yeah. So interesting. How would they manage in the UK innit? Because it gets fucking cold there. Like. Yeah, it'll be, I think, a lot more of a process. I asked him, I was like, fuck, I could turn this into a business. And then I was like, how many hives do you need for it to be like sustainable? And he said 43 or something. And I was like, that'd be a full-time job. Yeah, but fuck, let's say you had like 20 kilos of honey every 6 weeks. That's not much. Out of one hive?
20 kilos, 300. Yeah, so that'd be $300 off one hive every 6 weeks. So that's times fucking...
Maybe he just doesn't want me.
Ah,
$6 grand.
$6,000. So that'd be $1,000 a week. If you had that much.
If I had 43 hives.
If you had 20 hives.
20. Yeah, right. I don't know if you could even legally do it.
I don't know. Fuck knows.
Imagine if they swarmed, or like, I think they can swarm other hives too, where they go and bash all the other ones.
Yeah. My mate Jamie, right? He's over in Perth. He fucking sent me a video. He had like 3 hives in the back garden. He tries catching a swarm, and he's like, honestly, there was like 50,000 bees just like in my back garden. Sent me a video of them all going nuts.
Is the queen in the middle? Are they like going around her? Is that right?
When they fly in?
Like, well, no, when they swarm it, like when they've swarmed, but then they like land and they're in just a ball.
I don't know if she's in the middle, but like, yeah, I don't know. She's in there somewhere. Because the video I saw, they put like a little plastic thing, like a queen cage, and she was on the side of the thing. He picks her up, puts her in the thing.
Oh, I've seen those before.
Yeah, they tap them on the floor. They put her in the fucking hive, and then all the bees, like all of them, just start heading towards the hive. It's wild.
Yeah, because usually they put like a little dot on it, like a coloured little Posca pen dot on the queen, so you can spot it. But Lex just opens it up, and he's like, "Yeah, here it is."
Yeah.
There's no dot on it or anything.
It's a fair bit bigger though.
Yeah, but there's fucking like thousands of bees in there, and somehow he can find it.
I know.
On the first one that he pulls out. But I think he was saying you can tell by where it's laying eggs or something.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, how the fuck do you find that? And he's like, yeah, see, it's there. And I'm like, bro, I would never spot that.
He said some bee keepers as well. They like buy a new queen every now and again, but like he does it where it's like natural or something. So they select their own.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it any different. Fuck knows.
My queen's disabled.
She's not good, is she?
They said that like if it's not fit, they'll like I think they fucking kill it.
Yeah, they kill her, they rip her apart and eat her, don't they? And then they'll elect a new winner.
But what's the likelihood of being born a queen bee? It'd be 1 in fucking...
Fuck knows. Was it 1 in
50,000?
50,000, yeah.
Would be so useless in the bee world.
What, me and you?
Just every male.
Yeah.
We're just useless. We essentially just go up and fight with like heaps of other males to go get a root and then die.
Yeah. Don't their nuts explode or something?
Something like that. But I think the chick, like the queen gets railed by like heaps of bees because like they need enough semen to lay eggs for their whole life. So it's not just one bee. Like I think they sleep with like 20 something.
Yeah, right.
Sluts.
Hey, have you had whereabouts in your house are they?
The bees?
Yeah.
Oh, around the side of the garage.
So they haven't got any. If you turn a light on in your house, they are.
Nah, they don't get disturbed.
Yeah, right.
They're ages away.
I've had so many come into the house,
Really?
Because in the night time, we turn the light on, they get attracted to the light. So I'll be like sitting there taking a shit or something, and I just like.
You're the smoke machine. You got like a joint. Get away from me.
If I leave the bathroom window open a crack, they'll be fucking in there by. I'm like, fuck's sake, I have to catch this little fucker in. Like, try and catch him and then put him back outside, but yeah.
Man, they die like, I didn't realize how many die every day.
Oh, that's what I was going to say about Jamie. So, like, Jamie over in Perth, he had one, and there was thousands of dead bees all around his hive.
Yeah, same here.
But he didn't realise his next door neighbour had sprayed for spiders or something.
Oh.
Or so, like, they'd gone over, taken the poison back to the hive, and
yeah.
it just pretty much smashed the hive.
Yeah, so when because he brought in what's it called? It's got a name for it. When they like, he just added to my hive because there wasn't enough.
Right.
And he knocked them out, and then there was just all these dead ones around the thing, and I was like, oh no, like they must be fighting each other. Like the new hive must be fighting with the old hive. But then apparently, like just during travel, they can die, and then like I think like heaps die every day. But heaps are born every day too. So it's like they don't live like a really long life.
Yeah, right.
Because I was like worried about it.
Have you been up to Be Positive yet in Yandina?
Nah.
It's a fucking interesting guy up there, but he's very different. But like they got like 10 hives out the front of the shop they have.
They're all different. Like I went to go pick up a box from some dude and he was fucking strange.
Yeah.
I remember like the first thing when I told Mark that I got Bs, he's like, if you think jiu-jitsu people are weird, wait till you meet B people. And I was like, oh yeah. And now I know what he means.
Yeah.
Because all the ones I've met, they're different.
Yeah.
And they're just so like keen to help you out. Like that. I guess it's good. It's like, it's kind of is like jiu-jitsu. Like it's a little cult. Like they just talk about bees and
very enthusiastic about bees.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's the same. They probably to get bees, like you'd have to be a little bit autistic.
That's going to be us in 10 years, I think.
Retire from jiu-jitsu, but just fucking bee mania.
Yes. Fucking hell.
We could do it, boy.
Maybe.
Lucy would have to do all the work, but we'd run the show.
Getting the kids out there just fucking. Are you going to actually have a crack at this hype?
Today?
Yeah.
I feel like we shouldn't disturb him.
Ah, come on, boy. Let's just open the top and just see
it's too hot, boy.
Nah, this is good time. Good time.
I think you should check with Lucy.
Nah, don't. Honestly, sometimes you're better off asking for forgiveness rather than permission.
She's gonna come home and it's fucking the whole house is on fire.
How do we do it? I'll chuck a suit on. Will you help me out? Are you in a rush?
No.
Sure?
This will be funny.
I reckon we do it.
Let's do it.
Come on in.